You are now tuned in to the Red Spot Podcast. Give me more of that.
What's good, man? It's the Red Spot Podcast. I'm your host, Sonchild Beats, of course. But before we get into it, I want you to hit the like, the follow, and the subscribe button for me because this would allow me to continue to bring you these types of videos. So without further ado, let's get to it. So you want to know why the black community does not get along. Okay, well, if that's the question that you want the answer to, I don't think you want it, but here it go anyway. First off, it's shit like this. I'm out today, or actually yesterday. So I was out yesterday, and I was out doing some beef footage and different things like that. I see a sister and I see a Korean girl walking together. And I reach out and I said something to the both of them. And I was asking them basically if they wanted to be on the podcast or if they wanted to be in the video. And I wanted to ask them some questions. So before I could really fully get that out, I promise you, the Korean girl, she didn't say nothing. She looked like she had some interest. But then the black girl, yes, the black girl, she turns around and was like, no, we're busy. And I'm looking like, where the fuck they do that at? It's like, for real. I've heard of bougie, but this was as fake bougie as it get. And then she just like strutted away and all of that. And you know, I wasn't mad about it, but I felt like she was rude. And I felt like that could have went a different way. But that's like one of the reasons why it's so hard to get along with anybody in the black community. I'm telling you. Because it's like, we've all been through so many traumatic experiences, right? And because we've been through so many traumatic experiences, we don't trust nobody. We don't trust no situation, nothing. Just like right now, the whole world is admiring black people, saying that, man, black people have totally divested from what's going on in this country. You know why we've totally divested? Because nothing that we say is going to help fix anything. We've been saying shit for 400 years and nobody's been listening. We've been kumbayaing. We've been marching. Okay, we've went to war along the side of the people that were oppressing us. Thought that was going to give us some type of brownie points. Got our ass back. Nope, put you right back in the same position you was in, Jack. And that's exactly what it was. And that's a fact. I personally couldn't understand why nobody was not expecting black people to divest from this situation. It is crazy how distant everybody is, how people forget humanity. Everybody's selfish in some way, shape, form, or fashion because you have to think about self. You have to think about you and yours. So that's understandable. But the way that we treat one another versus the way that we treat people outside of our community says a lot. How do we treat people outside of our community better than we treat the people that are in our community? When it comes to any type of relationship that's romantic, that's business, that's family relationships, when it comes to those things, those should be things that we spend a lot of time trying to nurture and make sure that they are intact. Those are things that we should be doing. But instead, we are doing the exact opposite. We are pushing away from everybody. Anybody got some advice? I don't want to hear that shit. Anybody come and try to correct me when I know I'm in the wrong? I don't want to hear that shit. Any people that are older, that have lived through some things, that understand what's going on based off of what they've already been through and what they've already seen, guess what? I ain't listening. That's the reason why we in the situation we in. Because there is no respect of elders. There is no respect of authoritative figures. There is no respect of mother and father. There is no love or respect for family like it used to be. There are some families who still got that big mama spirit. Goes through the whole entire family, so the family is still being tightly held together. But we all know after Big Mama passed, that was pretty much it. Everything just fell apart. And along with it, the community fell apart. The only time you see any sense of community in the black community is in the church house. So I think I seen online, some lady said, well, why is it that the men in our community choose to treat us this way? So my answer to her was, you must first examine the women in the community.
How you doing? Why you
Right.
You all right? You doing good?
Yeah.
Is it cool if I can talk to you real quick?
Baby, this is parking stuff like that.
Yeah, she didn't even give me a chance. She didn't even look at me.
What's your name was?
I never said my name.
You got here with this parking garage thing on.
Oh, the vest?
Throwing me off.
Oh, no, it's just part of my outfit.
So, what's your name again?
My name Kilo.
And I guess she felt some type of way because I had a difference of opinion. And I'm not understanding, why do you feel some type of way? Because I have a difference of opinion. I have a difference of opinion because I'm a different person and because I see things different than how you see them. Okay? And I can't attack your thought process, so why are you attacking mine? If I attack your thought process, you're going to then say that I'm judging you. But if you attack mine, I have to sit back and I have to endure that. Because after all, I'm a man. And I guess men are not supposed to have emotions. And it's not that I'm throwing the ladies under the bus, because there are a lot of men out here who, instead of making sure the relationship and making sure that the marriage is cohesive between them and their immediate family, men will stray away from that sometimes to go around and do shit that they shouldn't be doing, no doubt. So I'm not, trying to throw women under the bus and then trying to be on the side of a man. I do understand that relationships go two ways, and you have men out here that fuck up as well as women out here that fuck up. Like Yo Gotti said, women lie, men lie. At the same time, because we don't have that sense of community, it makes it hard for us when these people are seemingly coming at us, when they're targeting us. And we can tell when they're targeting us because it's usually things that they like, bills and stuff and new laws that they put in place, and the shit always readily affects us. So I know they targeting us. All right, so I want you to hit that like, that follow, and that share button for me if you're just not coming in. And if you're just not coming in, we are talking about the black community and how we function together as a community. What we need to work on, how we need to, do something to make our community stronger, especially since everything is falling apart around us. All we're going to have at the end of the day is community. That's all we're going to have. We're not going to have anything else. These people are trying to ban the Bible. These people seriously are just doing things to basically provoke people. That's what it almost seems like. And every single day they attempt it in some type of way, but we don't ever take the bait. We always look the opposite direction. We don't pay these people no attention. And I think that they get pissed off because we don't take the bait, because we don't feed off into it, because we know that if we feed off into any situation that involves government or that involves any type of government entities or anything like that, we know that there's going to be hell to pay the captain. We know that they're going to come at us and they're not going to treat us like they would treat the people that look like them. No, they're going to treat us like a piece of shit because that is what they think about us anyway. So the thing is we were taught a long time ago, stay out the way. And that's exactly what it is we doing, y'all. Exactly what we doing. So y'all young men, stay out the way. Stay out the way. Not the way, the way. Because them people got a place to hide your ass. I ain't lying. And if they can, they will. So you cannot trust that we are all citizens in America. We're all Americans. No. I would love for you to accept the fact of you not being American. You were bought here as a slave. Damn it, man. Accept it.
You are now tuned in to the Red Spot Podcast. Give me more of that.
So we're talking about community issues that affect relationships, whether they are business or personal. Now, in a personal relationship, as you know, we can go online to any platform and we will find that black men are being kicked all in the backside.
Treat white women better. Black men treat Hispanic, Indian, Mexican women better because they feel like those women have more value. Now, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of black women, we can do better with how we carry ourselves. But not every black woman is the same. But because a lot of black men hate their mothers, they treat black women like with the anger that they have towards their mothers. Just like if a black woman didn't have her daddy.
And there's a lot, and this is gonna be so much of an unpopular opinion. I don't care, y'all know that. There is just a big group of black men who really don't like black women, and we need to really address that and talk about it. They have a hate for black women because they have deep-rooted mommy issues, and every time they look at a black woman, they see the pain and the discord and the dismantling and the issues that they have with their mother.
Okay, and even then, there are black women who are being done the same way. What's crazy is we are attacking one another while we are being attacked by other communities of people, and they are using these exact same talking points in order to make a statement and to prove some things. I'm not saying this to be controversial, but I'm saying that because of the way that we treat one another, the people that are on the outside of our community, they feel like we don't value ourselves. So they're not going to even begin to value us. No matter what it is that we say, we have to show that we value ourselves. Truth of the matter is, yes, most of the time, we are a collected people. Most of the time. A lot of the times, we are divided by devices that they use online to do that. And they put videos out that promote certain shit versus videos that don't promote certain shit. So the fact that a lot of us grew up without a father, a lot of us grew up without that whole cohesive family feeling, where the family was involved in everything that you did. They were involved in the schooling. They were involved in raising you. You just had a strong family environment and you always got everything that you needed. A lot of the times, most black families do not live that way and have never lived that way. Most black families live in what a white family would probably call chaotic, a chaotic circumstance. So that's what a lot of people would say on the outside looking in. But when you're on the inside like we are, you know that there are so many different elements to this. You know that there is love, that there is hate, that there is uncertainty, that there is faith, there is hope, there is respect, there is disrespect. We understand because we grew up in a community that was chaotic. A lot of us did. And there were a lot of people that I know that they always had money. They always had everything that they needed. And they did not touch one piece of drug in order to get it. It was because they had a strong family environment. Even when they didn't have a father, they had uncles, they had cousins, they had all of those different people to have their backs. And this is the reason why to this day, they are still well-to-do people, because they were able to have a cushion. They were able to use their mind for something than just survival. They were taken out of a circumstance so that they could become something. And that worked. So what that tells me is, and that's not the only family that I know. There's a few families that come from the projects that I come from. What that tells me is those relationships are relationships that are going to prepare us for how we're going to deal with people in society. And because a lot of us didn't have that family structure, a lot of us don't have structure in society. I mean, if you go online right now, if you go look at any platform, you're going to see black men against black women. And you wonder, why is that the only thing that they keep promoting in the algorithm? And it's because people keep looking it up. People keep enjoying it. And I'm trying to get some understand of what has made people so angry to where they can care less about their own people. I don't understand it. What has happened in our community for us to act this way? This been going on since ever. And that's my point. If it's been going on since ever, we understand that the slave master pitted one slave against the other, or gave this slave privileges that the others didn't get. And they did that purposely to build disdain, resentment within the family structure, so that they hate the family structure. The family structure is not beneficial to them. And that is how this system has done over time. And when you go to certain social media sites, they are still promoting that same good old boy behavior in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I seriously believe that we need to contact these different social media sites, and we need to let them know that we are on to them. And we also need to let them know that, hey, we know that you're surveillancing us, but as long as we get our freedom of speech, then you do whatever it is you want to do. This is your platform. But at the end of the day, why are you promoting divisive things within our community? If I were to go over to China, I probably wouldn't see those things. I probably wouldn't see men against women online every single time I go on the platform. And it doesn't matter what platform I'm on. If I go to Instagram, if I go to Facebook, if I go to TikTok, but it's more so like TikTok and Lemonade, because those are sites where people speak their mind, and some people like to come on there just to gossip. Some people like to be with the shit. Those particular social media sites are the reason why, a lot of the things and a lot of the behaviors that we experience and that we use in society is stemming from what we see on social media. That prompted me to go out and get answers myself. I wanted to go out and get answers for myself. I wanted to see and ask people in real time, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to romantic relationships, how do you like them? I asked a simple question of how do you like them? And I asked maybe 3-4 people, and I got answers. So y'all, I decided to do a science project. I decided to get out there, and I decided to talk to a few people to ask them, how do you like them? The reason why I'm doing this is because as it pertains to relationships in our community, social media seems to be the catalyst for how people are treating one another in the real world community. So I went out into the real world to ask real, everyday, random ass people, how do you like them? What's good in Sonchild Beats out in the community again today. So if I see you, the question gonna be, how do you like them? Do you like them tall? Do you like them short? Do you like them black or do you like them white? Do you like them vanilla? Do you like them chocolate? Anywhere in between, y'all mean. Okay? Do you like them old? Do you like them young? Whatever your thing is, let me know what it is. So what's up, bro? What's your name, man?
Smiles, bro.
This Smiles right here.
Yes, sir. Excuse me. What up?
What's up, man? Shout out your YouTube and all that other shit for him, man.
It's just $1 million smiles, man, on everything, on every platform. $1 million smiles.
The question is, what type of women do you like? Do you like older women or do you like younger women?
Young chocolate.
Boy, ain't nothing like a chocolate.
Ain't nothing like young chocolate.
You heard me?
Yeah.
How do you like them? So I'm with, what's your name?
Terry.
I'm with Terry. Terry, what's your social media? Terry, you gotta be honest with me. How you like them?
I like my men tall, dark with dreads, and I like my women thick and light skinned. Older too.
Y'all heard all of that, right? I would advise y'all, if you looking, scurry on over to her page. What up, man? Y'all know it's Sonchild Beats, man. Y'all know I got to know the answer to this question because I can't get no damn statistics offline that's real. So check this out. My brother right here, what's your name, bro?
Ladrill.
Ladrill. What's your social media?
Ladrill, Luhdrill.
How you like your women? You like them old? You like them young? You like them black, chocolate? Do you like them vanilla? How you like them?
Alright, so some real shit. I like 'em young, but I also really like old though. But I like all my women chocolate though, really natural. But just somebody with their head on straight for real. But I ain't gonna lie, white women, that's what it's at though. Shit, they know what to do with it. Shit. Worry about arguing at 3 in the morning.
Right. So what's good, y'all? Know we out here, Red Spot Podcast, Sonchild Beats. I'm getting ready to ask this man right here, man. What's your name? Big Show. All right, Big Show. Let them know what your social media is.
TikTok, man. On Matter King Kong.
Be 100% honest. How you like them?
I like them all. I don't discriminate. Big, tall, small. It don't matter.
Old and young, huh?
Old and young. I'm old myself. I'm 50 years old. So
You are now tuned in to the Red Spot Podcast. Give me more of that.
Go to the comments. Let me know what you think is going to help the black community become more cohesive and to become more loving and nurturing and caring and respecting when it comes to one another in our community. Let me know in the comments what you think a solution would be. Every woman with curves should be bold, fierce, and move with confidence. And if there's a statement to be made, she made it. Shop the Lux Collection, an online boutique that caters to voluptuous women. Visit theluxcollection22.com and get 15% off at the checkout. Just put in the promo code TEH, that's TEH. Don't miss out.
You are now tuned in to the Red Spot Podcast. Give me more of that.